I should be back. Yeah, this is what I get for living in the woods somewhere in the countryside. Random power cuts. Gotta love it. Well, what I really should do is invest in a surge protector or something. I guess, let's see. Let's see, where was the last autosave? Where was the last goddamn autosave? Because that's what we gotta go back to. Well, at least there wasn't anything super important. Though, I guess there is, maybe Jadalessa will be still alive. That could be something that changes, and I guess we most definitely won't have the random oily black tar man. Which honestly, I won't complain too much about avoiding that one. I guess, let's see how far back does this throw us. Okay, so we are in the war. Ow, this is... Okay, yeah, before the battle. Okay, no, Jadalessa has died at this point. Okay. Okay, so I guess we didn't miss out on that much. I think, at least. You need to move over. Well, sure. I guess, well, as if nothing had happened. Gotta get back to it. Gotta get back to it, and honestly, I think if we can make it in time, maybe we could even... No, this is over. Oh yeah, get the armies back, do the fighting once again. Here's hoping that the fighting goes just as well as it did previously. Would be a shame to now get shitty RNG and lose something. Harvest failure. Well, one province. Okay, they unsieged that this time around. Okay, get in there. Okay. And now, this time around, I need to somehow, somewhere catch the main big army again. Well, I guess let's head back into Lod the Kung. We will, I don't know, siege down their capital, siege down some extra fortresses. And, yeah, need to get them out of the war. Then it's gonna be easy pickings. Also, I guess I will have to go. I think then again, I think, yeah, we have we have military access with the command currently, so we can get to Banjibang. Shouldn't be anything standing in our way. Okay, they are flooding back in here, which isn't super important. Failed administration. Oh Christ, 1 stability or 75 reform progress. That's a lot of that's exactly how much reform progress we have. Piece of shit. What would be the next one? The next one is... Okay, we have a unique one. The Order of Sorel. More tolerance of the true faith. Establish local organization cost minus 50%. That's actually a good one. I guess minus 1 stability it is. Because at this point... yeah, I guess just lose the stability. There are plenty enough ways to regain stability. And, well, we'll just have to look for those. We will just have to look for those ways. Yeah. Shame. Real shame. Oh, well, okay, that was a quick capital siege, if nothing else. Okay, so hopefully... I guess without beating their army, it might be a bit complicated to... Oh no, actually... What was the... Okay, so... Christ, too many pop-ups at once. Okay, so once again Jadalessa died. Looks like that's just written in the books. I got a marriage, Empress Consort. Yes, so where... Askasur is the seat of the family. Okay, so she's just from our country. Okay, Askasur, sure. She's from the house of El Razuir. And okay, our heir, Vakaran. Eleanor, I don't... Okay, sure, Vakaran. I like different names. You know, having the same name all the time. Boring. But wait, no. Oh, no, that wasn't the death of anyone. That was just, right, we just got a consort. Right. I'm getting confused with everything that's happening. Okay, so Lord Dekang, what can we do here? We have quite a bit of power. We could get money. And actually, do I want to break any of their alliances? Actually, breaking that one could be useful. The rest I don't care about too much. Sure, we can piece them out. We can piece them out, which simplifies things. Definitely simplifies things. Now the biggest bunch of their military isn't part of the alliance anymore. So now we can go do some cleanup. Now what's this? 1 Khets trash. There once was a lonely shepherd, living in the grasslands of the Sorrow, who tended his sheep and lived a peaceful life. Then, one day, the ground around him shook and soon trapped him in his livestock in a cage of solid rock. The shepherd prayed to Khets for forgiveness, as he was a devout man. He tried to seek an escape route for him and his sheep, but he was forced to make a choice. Leave the sheep or die with them. He made a dire choice and he stayed alive. On his way out, already mourning his companions, he unexpectedly discovered a deposit of rare metals. Content with his consolation, he thanked the Khets and reported his findings to the authorities. So what's this in Askajexis? So Askajexis currently produces livestock. There is a 30% chance it will turn into copper, 30% into iron, 30% into gems, or 10% it will turn into gold. And it will gain some devastation. Well, that's pretty cool, regardless of which one we get. And we got gems, which is... honestly, I think iron would be better. But at least gems are better than copper. Elven minority grows, sure. You bunch, get out of my land! Well, I am, well, they are in, some of them are in my land, so, yeah, those ones, get out. I guess we can... Okay, that's some of them dealt with, and our war wizard man has arrived. Split off some troops, get these provinces under control. Okay. We can again split everything off except for the artillery. These guys I only need to piece out. The rest of them are getting annexed though. Like this entire little line of countries. Which will be a nice... that'll be basically the north part done, and then we have this southern bit. And then I guess the Buvauris themselves. Which I was hoping to manage all of this today. Alas, with the goddamn power cut, I don't think we will have enough time to really get to it. Okay, and I guess, goddamn, this is expensive. Well, I guess it feels expensive for now. Once the money starts rolling more, it'll be fine. Why am I sending you away? Okay, meanwhile, the magician army we can send around. Around the outside. Take care of everyone here. So let me guess I still... Oh, actually they are willing to do a full annexation. I would rather start doing this... right, because they... I guess this will cost 118 Diplo. That's actually a lot of Diplo. Fuck. But yeah, I guess we are just doing it. There is no real way around it. I want to get this done with now. Though actually, I think I could... I'm pretty sure I could demand literally just everything. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Wasn't a smart decision. They are small enough that I can... I'm pretty sure I can demand all of them in one peace treaty. I'm used to fighting big nations and making separate pieces, because that's the only way to really get everyone. But here they are small enough, I could have just taken them all in one deal. Could've, should've, didn't. Damn, does everyone here have defensive mentality? And that's again 2 disease outbreaks in a row. Now that is quite something. Okay, well then at least they surrendered, adventurers killed something, conversion happened. So who are you? These guys? Yeah, you just give me your money, I guess, and oh yeah, we will cancel this alliance. Peace out. Peace out. Now we just need the last capital. Oh, our commandant died. And okay, we got some rebels, but those rebels popped right on top. Well, bad luck for them. Oh, well, now this is... Please do it this month. I don't want to sit for too long here. Lose too much in attrition. Oh, come on, it was on 70% and we get goddamn disease. Of course, I should have moved everyone. Oh, Christ. Yeah, that was another, like, 2,000 men. I guess at this point it is only 2 months. 2 months worth of manpower recovery, not the worst per se, but still, it doesn't help losing them. And okay, we will be taking, what, 4 provinces without any claims here. And okay, that was a failure on 70%. But overall, this is what, 4, 8, 16, 37 development. Yeah, we can take that. I guess more so the question is, oh, actually, will our overextension manage it? This might be a bit shitty. And those are... Okay, we have had in this war, we have had 3 back-to-back disease outbreaks. That's quite something. Good thing that I removed the troops. Oh, yeah. Well, finally, there we go. God damn. That sure was something. Okay, so now out of interest, how much would taking all of this cost? Oh, this is actually only 50... This is only 50 overextension. I guess, yeah, because the land just isn't... The land just isn't all that good. And we can... Yeah, we can... Wait, 48.8... Oh, we will be like 1% overextended. Well, doesn't matter. Screw it. Screw it. Yeah, we are 2% overextended. Piece of shit. Okay, rival situation. So we can rival the command again, for which I really do not know which way that goes. Do they count as too weak, or do we count as the weak ones? If only I knew. Though actually, I think while we have the chance, I will rather... no, sure. We have enough power projection. I guess we actually rival the important ones. So yeah, the command is... And the goddamn command is only getting bigger, especially now that they effectively just gained another 50k military from releasing the elephant command. That's no good. Oh, they also now have released the dragon command, which has another 70k. And then they still have 150k of their own. What? Christ almighty, the command sure is something. They literally own half of China. Piss. Well, at least these guys do have substantial liberty desire. And they have substantial liberty desire, but I very much doubt that... I doubt that they will be doing anything with that liberty desire. Oh well, okay, we can get some technology. Well, okay, we can get looser square, but this is a bit too far ahead of time. Actually, holy shit, yeah, we have saved up 1400 military power. So we'll give this. Okay, so admin tech 14 is in sight. It would give us another idea group, which would be big because then we pick up aristocratic ideas, which I guess in and of itself they won't be that important. Well, the manpower will be good. But mostly we're just going for the licensing of Press Act here, which we still need to finish administrative ideas for that, so it's gonna be a while, but well, we're hopefully slowly gonna get there. So what's even the situation now? The hell is happening? Oh yeah, right, forgot, we got some rebels here. Okay, so rebels are once again gonna be a bit of an issue, because we are overextended. How long until these finish? at the start of 77. So basically we have 1 year. We have 1 year where we need to deal with some rebels before we can get back on track. Yeah, like, really, I do not know what buffs they have given to the command, but this is the first time where I'm seeing it pop off this well. At this point, I don't think it's just the lucky bonus. I don't think lucky would alone be enough to carry this hard. Okay, conversions are finishing up. Widespread opposition, and we get 1 more stability loss. Well, okay, today has been abysmal. What can I say? The events are just bad. Jadalessa died. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me, literally 2 months in a row. 2 months in a row where we just lose 1 stability. Will you fuck off? Oh my Christ, that's actually... We started this session with 3 stability. Actually illuming the... Yeah, actually internal conflicts. Well, we won't get that far. But... Oh no, or wait, actually... Since it triggered... Wait, okay, excuse me. What is this? We can lose another stability. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. This is something. This is something. Yeah, why don't you just lose 3 stability in a row in the span of 3 months? Because we dared go 1% over overextension. Yeah. Lovely pile of steaming crap. Okay, so... Army is recovering... somewhat. We can build more buildings and stuff. Also, should refill. Actually, we don't even have that much. I guess our army ranks sort of refilled when we got the Dwarven military integrated. Let's see. Christ, let me click some buttons. Merchants getting assassinated left, right, and center. Oh, but we can get a level 2 merchant. I will actually... Yeah, discounted 50% come here. We do need substantially more diplomatic power. Oh, and this is one that we can promote. Inflation, very cool. Hello, Walther. I have to say you are arriving at a very inopportune time. Today has been... events and everything have been not good. Not good. We are, well... getting fucked by RNG just a little bit. Saw the stream break and circled back. Yeah, we had a power cut. Had a random power cut. This is what I get for living in the countryside. um, like really, I should have gotten like a surge protector or something similar a long time ago at this point, but well, I haven't. Such is the situation. Thanks so much for the YouTube videos. Yeah, I guess I did I did go through and uploaded, I think, everything that was ready at the time. Now I've again fallen behind a little bit. I think the ones from last Friday aren't yet up. So I think yeah, I have some catching up to do again. Like all the ones from this week plus yeah, last Friday's. I'm behind usually. Well, I think I just like for my own sake, I think I want to keep to it, since I know if I start falling behind, then that's not gonna be good either. Because you know it's like easier to just like upload and prepare them one at a time than like do them in... Then again, I guess doing them in batches isn't hard either. I can prepare all the thumbnails and everything in one go. But since I do put in the little descriptions, I do tend to forget what precisely happened, so I want to do them as quickly as I can, because then at least I remember what I did in the stream and then can put that in the little description. And okay, on topical things, our first hedonism event, a tough customer. A member of the Merchants Guild approached Elizar I today about an incident from a week ago. Allegedly, a local Khet was caught confiscating a whole stand from a wandering cabbage merchant. Not the cabbages! The merchant is penniless and requests help from the state, tormented over the god's punishment. Yeah, this is the easiest choice of my life. 100 crowns for 5 hedonism, give me that. And this would now start pushing us slowly into the positive. So I guess what? The scaling positives are possible advisors, I assume 1. Diplomatic reputation. Administrative efficiency is the big one, and then average monarch lifespan, which doesn't really matter since we are, for all intents and purposes, immortal. And what's this? The Day of the Sheep. For centuries, the Zanshapi of the Shadsur Mountains have celebrated the Umaslu, the Day of the Sheep, on the winter solstice. Named after the shadow cast by the local mountains, which very much resemble such a creature. It is celebrated by a strict adherence to all the sun cult's tenets and prayers, to give Surael strength, to bring back longer days, along with big plate of spiced ovine meat. Yes, of course, the food. Recently, with the influx of visitors to the restored Ekluzagnu, people from across Bulvar have learned of the tradition. Towns across the land have started to host their own versions of the festival, borrowing the Zanshapi name and rituals, even if no mountains cast any animal-shaped shadows in their vicinity. The herders, hearing about this, have mostly reacted with amusement, along with delight at this newfound market for their livestock. Now that word has reached the Divine Herald, he must decide his reactions as well. Should the Jadd Empire embrace this new tradition with a state-sponsored feast at the next solstice, or should we leave it in the domain of the peasants? Stability cost and tolerance of the true faith, +1 for 25 years. Yeah, there's just no reason not to take it. And honestly, a little bit of stability increase could be good in these times. Also, a bit of inflation reduction could be good in these times. I think actually, yeah, we'll have to do that. 4.5 is a bit much. Okay, and now the command has also released the Tiger command. I assume they reached some breaking point in their missions, because they literally have spawned all of these 3 commands just back to back. And somehow, even though they have lost literally, I would say 2/3 of their territory now because they have given it away, they somehow have increased how many troops they have. I do not know what mechanics the command has, but those mechanics are insane. And gods be good, they are picking up defensive ideas. Oh, Christ, the command with defensive ideas. That's gonna be horrific. Yeah, I did not expect or want the command to become such a pain in the ass. If only I had actually beaten them to a pulp early on. If only. And yep, there is now the Tiger command. Oh, the Tiger command has 100,000. Wait, so how... They have 90k. That's 140. That's 200. They have 350,000 men. Plus all of these, they have more like 400,000 men. How the fuck can I do this anymore? This is something. Okay, they... Christ! They all have stupid high discipline. 120 for the elephants, 125 for the tigers, 132 discipline for the dragon command. Because I guess they automatically all got the same ideas. What idea groups do they have? Offensive, admin. Oh no, they picked up different ones. The elephants have offensive, admin, and quality. And obviously they all have unique... They all have unique national ideas. Uh-huh. The dragon is offensive. Oh no, okay, looks like they all are offensive, admin, and quality. Yeah. Okay, the dragons are all about fire. They are all about fire damage. Okay, and I assume what Tiger Command is all about? Shock? Maybe? Oh no, they just have infantry combatability. What can I say? Shit is fucked. This is actually... actually outright horrific. Well, less horrific, more horrifying. I guess that's a way to put it. Because now... Yeah, like, there is no way in hell that we are beating them as they are. They just have the biggest army. Like, I thought when the Lake Federation formed that their 200,000 military was impressive. The command now has doubled. If I could barely beat them just about previously, then what the hell would we even do now? Okay, and literally, okay, all of their forts are upgraded to tier 4. Just all of them. Looks like taking 10,000 gold from them also doesn't impact their economy all that much, which is good to know. Yeah. Well. Oh, and they also, all of them spawn with 20 professionalism, which means they actually have more manpower in the bank. Okay, they don't have that much money, but, well, I don't think that really means much. I guess one thing that we can look at is armies. Okay, the command is at their force limit. Where do they expand the new... Okay, they just have that much force limit. They just do. Because I guess they didn't have any of these territories stated to begin with, I assume. So giving it away to subjects hasn't really reduced their capabilities. They still hold their own core lands. Which is the big kicker. And I do not know how to deal with that. Yeah, this is gonna be a sad affair. And also, okay, we have to spend military power somewhere. I don't want to pick up the next military tech, because that is incredibly expensive. The perfect way to do it would be to save up for the next idea group and then dump it all. Just right away dump it all into aristocratic ideas. But I have to spend it somewhere else before we can do that. What would be a good... I guess actually we can strengthen government, get some hedonism in. Sure. We can do like 2 clicks of that. Get 10 hedonism. Because why not? And okay, finally some cores are finishing. Which means we shouldn't be... Yeah, we're not overextended anymore. Which will hopefully halt many of the bad things happening. Yeah, and I think, dare I say, I will invest some money into upgrading our forts. I just have a feeling they might come into use. I have a feeling they might be useful. Here's these ones too. Yeah. Oh, actually, there is a gap in here. Is now this? Okay, this gap between. Oh no, actually no, there isn't a gap between forts. This is all secure. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yes, this is. Yes. Yes. The command is having a civil war. I was hoping that something like this would be possible, but this could be. I'm ecstatic. So the command itself and its direct vassals, they are now fighting the Tiger Command, the Elephant Command, and the Dragon Command. All the three big ones that just got released. And I guess since the released commands are powerful, they did have a lot of liberty desire. They did have a lot of liberty desire, and I guess all three of them being combined means they well, yeah, they were strong enough to challenge the command itself. So now there is a humongous civil war, which I don't know who will win, but I do know one thing as a fact. They will absolutely beat each other bloody. You do that. You do that. Kill, just massacre each other, and then I will swoop in. This has been an ongoing theme for the entire campaign. This has been a real ongoing theme. And you know what? I won't argue against it. And I think either outcome is good for me. If all of these sub-commands are victorious, I don't know what they will do. I assume they will gain independence or something. They will definitely still be weaker than if they were under the command. If the command wins, I guess they all will stay under their leadership, but in a much diminished state. Well, meanwhile, we are just sitting on the sidelines, getting some popcorn. It's time to watch the fireworks. It's just time to watch the fireworks. Okay. Though, I guess, well, no point. They can do what they're doing. We have to get working as well. So, we have taken all of this over. We have basically cored all of the territories that we needed to core. So it's time to look for the next fight. Namely... Why the hell is Yezelmora guaranteeing the independence of the Buvauris? Why? Well, okay, actually Yezelmora is way behind on technology and they only have 40,000 troops. So not like it matters much. Good stuff. Actually, this makes me think if I will have to fight Yezelmora anyways, which I still need to unify the Bulvari culture group. So I still need some of these provinces which they are holding. Yeah, they are holding one province and then these ones which belong to Dasmatush. Okay, I guess we can actually do a war like this. Fight against Dashmatush, co-belligerate Yezelmora. Okay, yeah, that can be something. And then I guess we can cancel their guarantee of the Buvauris. Sure, send over the War Wizard. And I guess one secondary... you go there. One secondary army for sieging purposes. Okay, I didn't quite expect to be fighting them at this point in time, but sure, why not? And yeah, as a matter of fact, some of these territories I was interested in taking for myself. There are quite good trade goods, like we have spices, there is a lot of coffee here. Good God, look at all this coffee. There is ivory, glass, gems, iron, a lot of cattle as well, a lot of grain, but that's to be expected. There is a lot of dame steer over here, but this is quite, well, this is quite a distance away. Oh, there is also, ooh, there is a province with precursor relics. Now that is something. Oh yes, also, how is... I guess we did get the printing press here, but I haven't really been doing anything much with it. What is the spread speed like? Almost 1 per month. Okay, it's 0.6 base for nearby friendly province. I could... Since we have this stated... I guess we could do advancement effort and increase institution spread by a bit. Yeah, sure, I will do that in these... all of these, basically everything that we have stated up here. Okay, and then as it goes along the river, we will keep increasing the spread speed. Okay, well, okay, the command is... the command doesn't seem to be doing good. They have already lost a third of their fielded troops. Meanwhile, the separate commands don't seem to really have suffered that many losses, I have to say. If anything, they are just gaining still. We'll have to see. Whatever the outcome there will be, we will have to strike quickly. We will have to strike, and we will have to... I don't know, just do a good beating on... no! No, the Lake Federation. Why do you have to rival me? Why do you have to rival me? God Christ. Okay, Dashmatush. Oh yeah, actually, our navy will be useful here, because they do have... Okay, let's get an admiral. Our first admiral. How good will you be? Well, he knows the basics. She knows the basics. 1 fire, 1 shock. Sure, it's something. Okay, conquest. Yeah, sure. Baboom. Boom, boom, boom. Get in there now. As for Yezelmora... Yeah, there aren't many fortresses here. So we should be able to march through quite easily. Okay, also what is this? So, soon enough we will... maybe we could pick up the loose square ahead of time. How good is the new infantry gonna be? Oh, so this will be... Okay, this is gonna be a major upgrade. Dare I say the biggest upgrade we are gonna get, because this is gonna give us actual infantry with guns. This is our first one. So... yeah, morale and shock pips stay mostly the same. Actually, they stay literally the same. The only upgrade is either more offensive or more defensive fire. So the next military tech is a big one. It is a big one. Suddenly having substantial fire pips on all of our infantry would definitely swing battles. Oh, we sunk a random ship. Sure. Oh, what is this? Don't tell me they have increased Old Sun Colt. The Old Sun Colt has increased requirements for sieging. Oh, well, interesting. Hey, but a festival for Sorel, so this time around I do want stability. Yes, 800 crowns is the price that we will pay for it. Okay, Adventurers, Thieves Guild destroyed, and Wad got... Okay, yeah, that's also a nice province, 17 development to get for free. And it was a quick siege. Oh, they also have defensive troll military gives 15 defense. Oh, they also have mage shields. Okay, so sieging Yezelmora is a bit more of a involved undertaking. But still, well, not much to siege. Mostly just a lot of open land. Okay, remove you. So what are our claims here? Oh, I might just fabricate some claims here. Oh, Gnomish hierarchy has entered their golden age. Well, congratulations. Excuse me, what are you doing? Incoherent screeching. How? They're not. You're not meant to be able to stay in that port. That port has been occupied. Why are you still there? Funny lads. Funny bunch. Okay, we need to get the army together, and then we will cross. Okay, time to cross, wipe out the Dashmatush military, and then I guess we will go on the hunt for wherever the Yezelmora army is hiding. Because they don't seem too interested in coming out to play. Oh, we need a new debate. Now, what debates can we get? What debates can we get? Gaining one stability. Oh, this is the one I want. The draft. Gain 56,000 manpower. Yup, that is what we need. Yeah, just that easy. Okay, then we have to do some bribing. Because this will also... Earned Army Commission, no. Sure, minting rights. Boom, there we go. That's an easy way to double manpower reserves. The draft. So, and just that easy, we are above 100k manpower. We also have every single age ability. Now, having that manpower theoretically does complete province militarization, because the only requirement is we have 100,000 manpower in the bank. And it will for 40 years give us, I guess, the cheaper military, faster reinforcing, and more manpower recovery. Plus it opens up some very good... yeah, we need to get the Jadd is the True Faith. This will give us the Great Holy War Casus Belli. And the Sunburst is just a very good military buff. Siege ability and artillery fire. Now, the only problem is we need the Lightbringers in Bolvar, which means I need to establish the Lightbringers in 10 provinces. Which, I guess I did say, how much do they cost at this point? The Lightbringers, 37, so that's 370. It would be incredibly cool to do this once we get the next government reform. Which would be the, where is it, 50% discount for establishing local organizations, but I guess realistically, we're not gonna wait that long, right? We're not gonna wait that long, so... I guess we just click it now. We have the admin, we will still have 200 in reserve, so sure. Just to make sure it is. Oh no, actually it's not nearly as expensive, it's provinces. And each state you establish in counts. Okay, so we do it in bigger states. We do it in bigger states, and this will actually be not as bad. Okay, yep, and that was actually only 100 admin worth. which will give us for 40 years more missionary strength, missionary cost reduction a slight bit. But okay, Lightbringers in Bolvar. We are frustrated. Much of Bolvar is now under our rule, and we think it obvious that Suriel's truth, as shown to Jadar, represents his purest will. Yet many of our new subjects, from peasant to noble, maintain the false beliefs of the Sun Cult. Yeah, well, yeah, we are a bit of ahead of schedule here. We have dealt with them already, but oh well. Every day that these people maintain their heresy is a day their souls rot in the darkness, a day where they actively turn away from the light. Where once our soldiers marched, now our Lightbringers must follow, to make clear Suriel's will to all. And with hundreds of thousands of souls at stake, we must ensure the Lightbringers are successful in their holy work, no matter the cost. Well, that's done. And then we can right away complete province militarization, which I think I will do. Our conquests have begun, and the light of Jadd shines much further than before. But these early campaigns have made clear two things: that we will need our state to be truly oriented towards further conquest, and that our current organization towards these ends is insufficient. We must restructure our network of recruiting centers and services we provide to the communities they draw from, to ensure every aspect is geared towards the military. This is our purpose in Suriel's crusade, and as such, it is the purpose of our state. Okay, and this will give a bit less trade efficiency, which is a shame, but at this point trade is lacking. We don't make as much money from it anymore, mostly because we are lacking in merchants. If you don't have merchants, it's a bit problematic to make much money from trade. So it's not that much of a cut. The manpower will definitely help. Reinforce speed, regiment cost, all very nice. Okay, so that's that done for the time being. I guess back to this situation. Okay, we can get them off of the island. I'll know how to play this by the time you win. Well, yes, I don't know, I think watching... then again, I guess I also mostly learned EU4. The learning experience for EU4 sure is something, but I guess with your already existing knowledge in, like, some Paradox games and then watch one playthrough, I guess maybe it is enough to somewhat know what's going on, what's what. I don't know, like, just gotta get the ball rolling. Yeah. Also, like, I don't know, the way that I'm playing, I'm not quite sure if it's informative or stuff, but, I guess maybe Victoria 3 is having a trade rework, so I have paused playing. Oh yeah, I did see the... what was it? It's both a trade and a military rework, isn't it? Quite expansive, if I understand right. Sack of Dashmatush. I very much want army professionalism, so we will pay. We will pay. Also, how are things? Okay, it doesn't look like things are going well for the command. Oh yeah, the command is very much dead, and holy shit, they barely dented. I guess they did take away the Dragon Command's reserves, but the other ones... I guess, okay, the Tiger Command has also lost some manpower, but... I have decent critical thinking. Watching you, I can learn mechanics. I guess, yeah, if you I guess that's definitely a way if you already just can't figure out what's happening, right? Then I guess just seeing it happen is already good enough. Okay, I guess I will pick up. Then again, okay, I guess it will still be a little bit of time until we can get the next idea group. So let's just pick up the next military tech. It's an expensive one, but it's also a good one. And I smell trouble in the near future. So let's just... I guess let's change already. So we finally get some fire in our ranks. So what are our options? First are the FLI Rangers. The fighting and colonization in the FLI jungle posed a challenge for the nascent Razenkandi nation, since the Sun Elves were not accustomed to the terrain. The FLI Rangers were created with the task of protecting the settlements located on the border between the dry coast and the jungle, using fire magic and phoenix fire to keep the beasts of darkness at bay. Okay, so these are again the units that we are not gonna pick. They are more RP relevant for these guys, as a matter of fact. Over here for the Jaharian exemplars. They are the ones that are fighting in effectively South American, South Alliantiri jungles. Though they're not... doesn't look like they're doing too good. Doesn't look like they're doing too good. Meanwhile, our option will be the Adakruan Chargers. After the conquest of Bolvar, Jadar established the Adakruan, regiments of irregulars formed by Sun Elves recently converted to the Jadd. Veterans of the Cinder, Samartal, and Jadari wars, these soldiers, fueled by religious fervor, abandoned the heavy armor of the Cinder legions and adopted a lighter armor, and with martial arts like Ahualaktu and the Way of the Blazing Sun becoming widespread between the Adakruan, they became formidable opponents of the Harimari and the Hobgoblins. Hey, we do need to fight the Hobgoblins. So I guess these are like... they're like a mixed, hybrid sort of infantry. They both... they have guns, but they also have, I guess, martial arts on their side. And they're all quite specialized. Sure. Fire damage is a go. Okay. Also, I still do not understand... oh, finally that fleet broke out. Unglitched itself. Well... okay... prize hunter. Well, looks like our admiral has done his job. Go to harbor. Now, the question is, how much... okay, I guess I have to get into Yezelmora's capital. Otherwise, it looks they won't really care about anything we do out here. Because I do want to take money from them, I need some territories from them. And... I guess I need to... first I need to find a way into their goddamn swamps. But yeah, we need money from them, we need a few provinces from them. As well as, I need to cancel some of their deals. Primarily the one where they are guaranteeing the Buvauris. That's not good for us. Okay, some separatists, where are you? Okay, all the way there at the top. Do we have a spare general? Not really. We can get one. Okay, you're decent. Okay, I do not care about capturing random provinces. We need to get through to the capital. Yezelmora is in a big old swamp, and not just any old swamp, it's a shadow swamp, whatever that means really. So they are very defensive in there. So we have to somehow break through. Yeah, no doubt there are a few forts along the way. Do not sit on them, although we will pull some units out. I do need to be a little bit careful, because they might just come out of the fog and suddenly attack. But nonetheless, don't need everyone sitting there. Then again, what military? They are military tech 10. Actually, we are so far ahead of them, maybe I don't even need to worry about them attacking us. Okay, where is... Okay, we have to keep snaking through. Have to keep... Oh, Divine Inspiration, Morale of Armies. Thank you, sir. And Army is the way to glory. Prestige, yes. Not like our prestige is literally capped at 100 and it's staying there, but sure, thanks a lot. Circulation of hostile publications. Lower Brasan area gain 50 support for printing press. Yes, obviously we need very expensive edicts. This is all now fully printing pressed, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So switch back to no edict. Okay, now this is... Yeah, look at this, nicely spreading everywhere. It's gonna take some time, until we'll be able to embrace it, but yeah, we'll get there. Okay, they can gain their influence. Have to be a bit careful with our expenditures now. I guess we still have 2.3k in the bank. I guess it's not that bad. But I don't want to run into the accidental situation where suddenly we find ourselves with, well, no money. Okay, this maze of a swamp really does not help. I guess honestly, I could steal their maps. I think I could steal their maps and that wouldn't really cause any issues. At least I would know where the hell I need to go. Actually, yeah, let's do that. You... Covert steal maps. So... What am I looking for? What is this region even called? Is it just the Shadow Swamp? Region Shadow Swamp. Okay, well, it's that simple. It's that simple. Shadow Swamp, we can steal it, and that will give us 43 provinces. Yep, that's the swamp. That's the swamp, there we go, and now we can just... Oh wait, something is... Oh, this is blocking our way. Okay. Yeah, like this is... I think currently the Shadow Trolls don't have a mission tree yet, which is why I haven't played them. Otherwise, I am very intrigued by giving them a shot, because I just think having this really defensive terrain could be very interesting. Though I guess it sort of does lose its purpose once you start expanding. And here we have the Lizard Men. Lizard Men looks like they are quite unified. At least, well, there is one big nation. Don't know if there are any others out there. Okay, how is Islamore? We have 28. Damn, we could get 2.5k gold from them. Yep, I definitely want that. As a matter of fact, they're not even willing to sign a white truce yet. Oh goddamn, it's 5 o'clock, but I do... It is 5 o'clock, but I do want to finish this war. I will say that much. Okay, I don't think we can get in there, I think. Because this isn't big enough to be left for next time. Okay, the command has gained a bunch of troops somewhere. Yes, grind each other down, grind each other into dust. I'm willing to bet that they are starting to purchase mercenaries. Just mercenaries upon mercenaries is likely what they are doing. Actually, we can check. Armies, yep, they have 35. Actually, only 35k mercs. So they still have like 50 or something odd of their own men. Also, I'm surprised that the majority of the swamp is quite well developed. It is very expensive to develop it. But I guess they must have some special bonuses where the trolls can develop it more cheaply. It would make sense. Also, actually, what trade goods do they have here? Mushrooms, a lot of exotic wood. Okay, it's mostly exotic wood and mushrooms. But I guess some interesting ones are also mixed in. Oh, disease outbreaks. Ooh, quality wool! 170 ducats. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. Also, I do... Oh, there is the Yezelmoran army. I wanted to say I haven't seen... Wait, this isn't even their army. These are condottieris. And also, why do I again have to deal with their separatists? Why is it always this situation? So I would assume once we take their capital, we should have enough War score to peace. Okay, now, okay, speaking of, we have their capital. So are you willing to give up yet? So let's say we take these two provinces because this is... Yes, this is what I need for culture purposes, and then we have a claim. We have a claim on this province, so might as well pick it up. So we take two provinces from them. This will cost us 23 Diplo points, which is nothing. And then what? I want a bunch of money. And I want them to end their treaty. Okay, that is a bit much. Okay, so we have to take some other bits and pieces as well. We do have this fortress almost done sieging. So... Ooh, good government policies. I don't care about the money. We could get government reform progress, but that's not a lot. Or stability. Admittedly, we do have other ways of gaining stability. So I think I will actually gain the 15 government reform progress. It's not a lot, it's like a year's worth. But hey, a year's worth is more than nothing. Okay, how's the conversion going? Quite nicely. Okay, oh damn, well that was an incredibly lucky siege. Okay, so now they have low. Okay, so we can get everything, I think. We can also get some war reparations from them, because why not? Yeah, which... would be good if we could cancel... no, doesn't matter. Just like this. So we will get a good amount of money, some land. Yeah, and no one really cares, because they have a religion which only they have. So no one else except them really cares about any aggressive expansion that we get here. Okay, piece them out. I guess now these armies need to get out of there. Okay, you get back here. And then these troops as well. And then we need to, I guess, wait a month. And we will peace out Dashmatush. Now, as for them... As for Dashmatush, what are my plans here? I think I'm honestly somewhat inclined to fully annex them. We only have a claim on one province. I should have thought ahead. I should have thought ahead and made claims, because they do have decently developed land. It might end up being a bit expensive taking everything. Well, 267. Then again... Oh wait, this piece will cost me why will this piece cost me... Okay, I guess maybe... I guess, yeah, because I don't have claims on the rest. How much can we save here? Like 50. Is it worth it? Do I care? Do I want to min-max it that much? I don't think I overly do. I think we just take them all in at once. And then we will have our little corner here. Yeah, I think I don't think it's the best way to do it, but it's definitely the easiest way to do it, and sometimes... Well, sometimes easy is also a certain form of good. Okay, this fortress is actually nicely positioned. That's gonna help. Now core everything. Now, what's this? Barging into sorrow. The pleasure barges are an inseparable part of a Khet's life, designed specifically for their needs. These constructions are the living testament to the ingeniousness in which Kheteratans try to accommodate their god's needs. For one of the Khets, this design failed as he raised the sorrow, so that he could disembark right from the edge of the ship. What he did not expect was the port he wanted to depart to, sinked into sorrow, as he promptly brought everything back to normal. Okay, some of the grammar here is a bit weird. Well, okay, barges. The big barges are causing some issues. So I guess what? We spend a little bit of money, which doesn't matter. 30 admin power does matter, but we get that in 2 months. And we gain 3 hedonism. I guess 3 hedonism keeps us afloat for 6 years. So if we think about it that way, it's a worthwhile exchange. And okay, just gotta get our armies back in our land, and it will be time to call it for today. Decent enough progress, dare I say, some ups and downs. One big achievement which is looming in the near future is the unification of the Bolvari people. We need 6 more provinces which are all in Ovdaltungur, and we will get 10% core creation cost. This will be huge. This will be absolutely huge for any further conquests. But okay, also again, I guess a day where we can finish on a slightly funny event by the looks of it. Never trust an Ea Nasir. Yeah, I do find it funny that I know who an Ea Nasir is, and just that somehow that has become a meme. There is an old saying in Bolvar, never trust an Ea Nasir. This merchant family, formerly known as the Cheese Kings, made their fortune by importing and selling cheese from all the corners of Shurakesh in the city. There was a time that their influence was greater than even some of the 12 families, but now they are a shadow of their former glory. They are dedicated to small commercial operations and more often to scams. Today, a Sorani merchant by the name of Nani approached the divine Herald, calling for justice. It seems that he brought Eskuz, a Kuzarami cheese said to be the color of purest white and sporting holes artificially created to better represent Kuza from one of the Ea Nasir. The cheese was substandard, and the Ea Nasir mistreated Sitsin, Nani's servant, who was tasked with paying for the cheese. Now, goddamn, these scummy merchants. Though, as it stands, I would rather lose 5 prestige than gain 20 for 100. Usually this would be a very easy way to gain prestige, but we don't need it. So, sorry. Well, yeah, don't buy anything from an Ea Nasir. You should have known better. I'm not gonna babysit everyone. Okay, so... Also, I guess the Command Civil War isn't quite gonna come to an end yet. But honestly, that's perfect. I want them to be fighting for as long as possible. 2 of the sub-commands have run out of manpower, which is good. The elephant command is still going relatively strong. And I do wonder how far the actual command is willing to go before they accept some sort of peace treaty. Okay. We will have to wait a little bit to get overextension back down again. But otherwise, everyone form up. You can start heading east. Pleasure barge on the move. Well, another pleasure barge event. Oh, that's not a good one. The Khets spend the majority of their time aboard their pleasure barges. Great moving temples of luxury and debauchery that slowly move through the mother's sorrow. In these barges, the Khet are pampered by hundreds of servants and given access to the most luxurious and exotic goods available. It is in the state's best interest that nothing interrupts the pleasures of the Khet or the movement of their barges, but sometimes this requirement steep sacrifices. It's unclear what happened this time. Perhaps something offended the Khet, causing them to retaliate with terrible magic, or else it was necessary to strip the land of valuable resources or to conscript the locals as servants to satisfy the whims of the cat-headed beings. Maybe it was all just an unfortunate accident. Whatever it was, the province through which the barge passed has suffered greatly, and now it falls to us to mend this damage while the Khet continue their journey down the river. We lose 700 crowns and 8,000 manpower. Yeah, I'm starting to get a feeling that associating with this entire Khet bullshittery wasn't the correct choice. But well, not much we can do about it anymore. And I guess it's not the end of the world. We just got a lot of money and we have just gotten a substantial amount of manpower. It's acceptable, but damn, it does hurt. It definitely does hurt. I guess one of the steward reforms does make it so that these negatives are smaller and that we also get some actual positive outcomes. But where was it? Here, ceremonial pleasure barges. So we can only pass it as the third reform. We need to pass 2 other reforms, but then the pleasure barge events will become less common, and when they do happen, they will also bring some positives. So it's not gonna be all bad. But I guess before that we need to do some other ones. Primarily this one, Mend the Broken, which gives us 15% manpower recovery speed. I think this one could basically outweigh any negatives that we get from these events. Just having 15% manpower recovery speed, that's big. And yeah, we need hedonism for all of this. We need hedonism for all of it, and I guess, yeah, mostly that means we need to get those aristocratic ideas completed. That's gonna swing it. But okay, I guess that's gonna be that. We had our ups and downs. The Empire is getting torn apart. Yep, by the looks of it. The Empire is a shit show. Oh no, the League Wars actually ended. Okay, the League Wars ended. Or no, they still haven't ended. Religious war. They're still in a state of religious war. Okay. Good for them. Well, actually not. But then, yeah, next time... we still have a while until the peace with Keterata ends, or I guess now Koroshesh. And then still more stuff here. And I guess the big important thing is going to be what happens in the command. I think at this point the command itself doesn't really stand a chance at winning. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens after. Oh, that's going to be for next time. So I guess there we go. And yeah, I guess thanks for swinging by, Walther. And I think today, either today or tomorrow, I will get some of the VODs uploaded. Well, I guess I have to, otherwise the one on Friday will run out. But yeah, I have to get to that. And then tomorrow and Friday, the usual schedule, you know it. So, that's that, I guess. See you next time then. Bye bye.